All right, hey. Welcome to Inkology. This is Josh. Uh, I already got a message on here. I think he's trying to tell me something. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Lamb. I am an artist and just all around, drawer. Probably like you. You like ink, you like comics, you like design, you like painting. I love it all too. And today we're going digital. And digital I don't do very much, but I do enjoy creating stuff with it. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. This will be a simple, just coloring techniques and some of the stuff that I do to create this comic book. I've been slacking off. I've been on this journey, not a vacation. I've been doing this documentary, and today's the first day I got back at home, and I'm ready to get back into the grind and pump out videos and talk with everybody and meet more artists. So let's get into it. Hey Randy. Hey Josh, long time no see. Hey, long time no see, Randy. I'm happy that you're on. It feels like forever, huh? Definitely. I'm glad that you're on. I miss your text voice. But let's get into it. I'm in the dark. Let me turn on some lights. There we go. Let me go through a real quick review of what happened. So this is the first page of my comic book. You can see it has more of an orange tint to it. This is an overlay that I put on just to let you guys know. Because that's the vibe of my comic, is kind of this orange tint. It's only 5 pages. We were supposed to finish this last month, but because I was on a trip, I didn't get to finish it, and there was 0 time for me to work on it on this trip. So I'm really disappointed. So I'm really behind because I have a commission to do for Rook Exodus and a few extra details on the Spider-Man vs. Batman. But that video will come out soon as I finish it up. I'll publish a real YouTube video for it. Anyways, if you're new, or if you're just listening in and not sharing that you're here on the live chat, which I hope you do, hope you're doing well. Hope you're drawing. You got a pen and paper and just want to doodle with me. We have an hour here that we can just have some fun. And yeah, let me know what's been going on. 4th of July is tomorrow if you're in America. If you're not in America, then what's been happening this week? Anything cool? Been drawing anything fun? John DeVoist. Hey Josh, I like the color palette choice. Thank you, John. I like it too. It's fun. Also, page 4 was this way. We have this guy just getting this will be yeah, I worked hard on this one today on the airplane, trying to finish it up. I didn't even finish writing it out. This was still a sketch writing. I have to erase that. This coloring for his suit, I decided to make him a golden calf, just out of like the humor of the golden calf idea for religions. Of course, he's blasting away and missing this demon who's coming straight at him. Like, look at that. It's rad. So today we're not actually we're done with this page pretty much on the text, and we're going to move over to the last page. I think this will be a fun one too. You know what? No, never mind. Let's go to the 3rd page. This one will be more fun. So I want to give people an instruction. I took a photo of my drawings on a piece of paper. So if anyone saw this, my drawings are on a large 11 by 18 piece of paper on ink and pencil. You can see the pencil marks here. You can see the inking. I heightened the contrast so the white will be more prominent, but it's actually not a true white. It's and some of the details got lost. Let me lower this music real quick. But so how do you work from that? You take a photo and you put it into your, you can put it on any kind of Krita is free on the internet to download and use. It's kind of like your Photoshop, and you can kind of angle your image better that way and heighten the contrast, darken the blacks and stuff like that, right? Because you can't really see the ink marks because I darkened it so much. There's little white spots though that you can see that I need to fill in. You could do that later, or you can leave it blank. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't really show up that much. But if you're, a perfectionist like me, you can go to black and then you can create a couple layers. Let's move this one to the top. This one should be the top layer. But you shouldn't draw on this one unless you're covering up. So for example, if I wanted to cover up, I would take a technical pen because it's small. Here's these pencils, and then I would select the color of the paper. If you go white, all the way white, you'll see that it's very noticeable. Oh, I guess on my screen you can't notice. Okay, well, on my screen you can notice quite well. So the best way is to choose the color of the paper and then start coloring it in. And that way it matches. And you can even like clean up some of these lines, right? And do this first. You could do this first. I don't do it. I kind of like the pencil marks. I feel like it gives a really good. Oh, look at this doo-doo on my page or something. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry guys, it's gross. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Why is it so bright on the screen? You guys don't get the HD version apparently, because mine shows like these little brown marks, like as if I went to the bathroom and then wiped it on the paper. Weird. But the lines from digital are always better because they're sharper, and because you take a photo, it also blurs out the edges a little bit, so you can always sharpen it, but sharpening creates a pixelization on your paper, which is not great. So I don't really recommend it, but if you gotta do, you gotta do, you know what I mean? We're just coming in here. You can't really see these lines that I'm covering up, but there's... How come you can't see the lines? Let's see something. Hold on, guys. Let me turn on the... Oh, that didn't help. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, on my paper, on my screen, I can see all these pencil lines, which I'm kind of disappointed you can't. Just know that they're there. Imagine that there's pencil lines and being all that I fixed them up. Okay, let's get to coloring. So, ooh, there's so many pencil lines up here. Oh well, let's leave them. No, I can't leave those. You see these pencil lines? You see them over the H right there? Gotta cover this stuff up. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. Ruins me. I'm happy to be home. If any of you guys have been following me on Discord and chatting with me on or wherever I post, I don't even know where I've been posting. Oh, Patreon and stuff. I've been on a trip, 10-day trip, way too long. Never doing that again. Too long away from home, my family, my dog. You know how that is. Being away from your dog or your cat is like being away from like life itself. I don't like it. Not fun. Being away from your spouse is even worse. But the cool thing is that I got to go to a place called Ahousaht. And Ahousaht is a location above Vancouver Island in Canada, British Columbia. And it is an indigenous reservation on an island amongst islands. And really cool. We were welcomed quite well, and the people there were phenomenal. We got to eat some seafood, go fishing, and document a lot of really good important stuff like the fish farming issues that are killing all these fish in their territories. Like indigenous don't get rights to actually fish and sell their fish that they fish. That's their sovereign lands. You know that? For Ahousaht, like they those people, which their people's name is like Ahousaht because of the location, but they're part of this other bigger indigenous community called Nuu-chah-nulth. And so for example, like the government of Canada will give foreigners the ability to fish for 500 nets, right? They get 500 nets to fish with, whereas the indigenous that live on the land that they're fishing, that these other people are fishing on their land, the indigenous only get 50 nets. So it's not even enough to actually sell or make money off of. So it's really radical, really unfair. And because fish farming is an actual issue there, they have been the fish farming kills their fish, which, if you don't know anything about fish farming, what it does is it creates so they feed their fish in this little farm area all these pellets and stuff, and the pellets create a certain kind of like disease for these fish, and these fish will get out and escape into the actual seawater, ocean water, and then in that area it'll affect all the other fish like a disease. So when we were fishing there, the people that were hosting us, they were like, okay, well, we've never seen this before. There's a whole bunch of fish dead all over the lake, you know, or all over the rivers and stuff. Like, we were just fishing, there's just these little fish, like about the size of your hand, maybe a little bit bigger, all over this place. It's like as if a nuclear bomb went off underneath the ocean and all these dead fish floated up. Like, it was crazy. And I was like, whoa. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what's happening. It's probably the fish farm. So they sent it off, got a couple samples to send off to the get tested, because it's really important. You know, that's their way of life. Fishing is their way. They're on an island, you know. But yeah, the government probably won't do anything because it's all about making money, and you know, we all know how the government is. But anywho, that was one of those important things that we should figure out. That we were there. We're going to make the part of the documentary is like talking about that situation, and then yeah, it's really fun. It was a really good time, and you know, to get to know indigenous Indians. Yeah, I am sick. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling because I've been sick from the amount of traveling and not sleeping. I do apologize, John Horstler, JH. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. JD and JH. I've been sick for like a week now. So sucks. Got fever, blisters, and everything. Is the volume okay? Because I lowered it a little bit because I saw it was peaking a little bit. Oh, sorry, my table is what's speaking it. I'm sorry. My bad, guys. Okay, let's get back to coloring this. So, stage 2 is, but yeah, if you hear me sniffle, I apologize. It's just the way of life for me. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers. I'm really excited. I want to start doing giveaways, but I gotta figure out how much it costs to do a giveaway and if people are actually going to be down for it. So if you guys are thinking it's cool, I still need to give Harsha his Spider-Man Batman drawing and stuff. Drink orange juice. I have been drinking orange juice. It's not helping. Krusty, welcome. Good to have ya. Long time no chat. Okay, so we have this drawing here, and what we're gonna do is get off the screen that I'm on for some reason. Hold on, my bad, guys. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna make this an overlay. Nope, we're gonna make it a multiply. We're gonna go underneath and start coloring in everything. What I'm gonna start with is a mid-tone. The tone is going to be a tan. The reason why I do this is because you want to have your value start from a medium value rather than a bright or very dark value. Obviously you're not going to go dark because then it'll all be black, but a white, working with just white is actually sometimes not beneficial. You want to start making your values up and down from here. And I'm going to start with tan because, well, it just feels like a tan kind of moment. I have no real reason why. Make a whole bunch of layers. It's find this red, bring it down, saturation down a little bit, and then we're going to start coloring in this demon. I researched the demon from Indian or Hindu demons, so I named it after that. Nihara or Niara or something like that. I forget what I named it. But yeah, it's purely red. At least I'm making it red, like the devil himself. You guys hear some cars? I have the window open because it's hot. What? Hey, you guys excited? Deadpool and Wolverine's coming out soon. Yeah, I'm so stoked. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of excited about Despicable Me 4 too. I don't know why. I think it's because I like Minions a lot. But yeah, I don't know. But Deadpool should be really good. Who's gonna go see it? Nope, you're not gonna go watch it? You're like, I hate Marvel movies. Yeah? Keep at it. It is like working out. I am scared for it. Really? Okay. So are you not a Deadpool fan? Are you not a Marvel fan? Because I totally understand not being a Marvel fan. It's kind of like being not a Star Wars fan. They've kind of ruined the genre of Star Wars. Even though I kind of like Acolyte, the new show, it's still disappointing in a million ways. In a million billion ways. You meant to hit the send button? How sketchy these guys. I drew them so terribly. Bit campy. You're right. You know, actually, I've heard that a couple times so far that he's a bit campy, which is kind of funny because he totally is. But you know, what are you gonna do? You can't change film anymore and media and the new genre of how superheroes are being played out. So I just learned to just not care and try to enjoy it as much as I can. That's just me, though. I totally get you. If you're a cinephile, it's very distracting. Probably hard to work with. Totally get you, though. Let's see. That's not it. The era of creativity is at all-time low in movies. Too much agenda pushing, not enough creative passion. What are you talking about, Krusty? Didn't you see the new Mermaid? That wasn't agenda pushing. I'm just kidding. It's agenda pushing in every front. So John D, he says, I like my superheroes to be more serious. So did you like The Watchmen? Because I love The Watchmen. That's one of my favorite superhero films. That and Sin City. It's not a superhero film, but it feels right. You know, you got that superhero vibe to it. Or The Dark Knight's really good. John H says, I am scared for Deadpool and keep drinking your orange juice. It's like working out. Your body needs to get used to it. That's true. You know, I haven't drank orange juice very much lately, but I did it today and I did it yesterday, I think, and I'm trying. But I haven't been working out either. I need to work out. I told myself today I'm going to try to relax since I don't have to work, but the next 4 days in a row I have to work full days at the theater. But I'm actually excited. Who knew I'd be excited to go back to work? Huh? Craziness. These drawings look so sketchy. They're so underworked. Sorry guys, I gotta draw a little bit. I'm gonna go mad if this is the quality I suffice with. I'm excited for Deadpool. The reason why is because I think Deadpool is the introduction for the X-Men to the Marvel series, right? And I'm excited to see what they do with Marvel. I'm kind of not happy with some of the actors that they've chose, like getting rid of Mr. Fantastic from like Doctor Strange, something of Madness, whatever Madness one with the Scarlet Witch is in it. Because I like the fact that it was played by I forget his name, but he's a great actor. You know, the guy from Quiet Place and John Krasinski or something like that. Yeah, great actor. Love him. Let's see what's up. Let's see what you. I have not seen Watchmen yet. John H says. John H, you need to see The Watchmen. It's brilliant. My gosh, it's brilliant. You can hardly get a good superhero film like that. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's like, it's my fave. Like, the way they made everyone so dark and the stories are so realistically like twisted. It's kind of like watching The Boys. You guys watch The Boys on Amazon Prime? The Boys is a good show too. I love it because it's like kind of like they talk about real life things like Trump and Biden kind of scenarios, you know, which is always fun. The Watchmen. Daniel Solario, what's up, bro? Nice seeing you in action. Oh, thank you, Daniel S. Solario, sorry. Can I send you a tip? Money? You could. I don't know how you could. I don't know how. But save your cash. You know what? I'm about helping out and taking care. Whenever I get monetized on my channel, definitely will accept tips for sure. How about you just enjoy this community, join us on Discord, share your art, your encouragement. I would appreciate that more than finances in many ways, because I'm not driven by money, but I won't say no to it. I don't think anybody will. If you can send a tip, can you send a tip on Facebook? I mean on YouTube? Sorry, I was looking at the Facebook message popped up. I don't have any financial ways to send it other than Patreon. I think you can probably tip me on Patreon. If you want to do Patreon, you actually get benefits of like seeing behind the scenes stuff and a couple like extra things, which people haven't taken advantage of because I send out a prints on my Patreon. But I only have a few on Patreon anyway, so maybe they don't want it. I don't know. Just cool supporters. But I appreciate it, Daniel. Like, super rad of you, man. Yeah, my website is being worked on. It should be up in about 12 days, I think. The simple version of it. Right now it's on... Oh, shoot. I don't even know if I fixed the website. Thanks for reminding me, though. Definitely going to be selling prints and selling cool stuff. And I'm going to try to find a printer here that I can sign these things for you and give you personalized prints instead of just doing like send out manufactured stuff. There may be some send out of manufactured stuff, but I don't like that. I like personalized stuff, you know what I mean? Like, one of my favorite artists, when I bought something from him, it was personalized and it wasn't like from the store kind of thing or printed out and then sent to me. So I really appreciated that, and I think you guys deserve it. Since I'm not, Jim Lee or Todd McFarlane, but I appreciate it, Daniel. You're rad. Bad to the bone. John H says, I would like to see some She-Hulk. I know everyone has their pennies in a bunch, but I like She-Hulk and she's hot. So does that mean, John H, you're you kind of like your women muscular and like beat you to the ground if you screw around. Is that what you're saying? I feel you. I mean, that's hot. That's kind of hot, you know? Or are you saying you like your women green? Well, I think the tip option is due, Daniel, to like having 3,000 hours. I'm almost there. I'm almost at the watch time. I think if I put out 2 more videos, I'll make it to monetization. And then we can start doing that tip thing, because I would really like that too. John H., what do you draw? Can I get an idea from a piece of yours? Don't worry, I am not a good at drawing it. John H., are you asking Daniel? Sounds like you're asking Daniel. Crusty and green. Alright, let's draw. I need to draw, guys. I need to stop reading y'all's stuff. It's because you guys are so cool, that's why. That's the problem. I miss our live streams. I'm super excited I'm back home that I can continue the live streams. You have no idea. It's like this is my church, you know? It's my church. A bunch of artists just chatting about art, movies, and fun, cool crap. What does monetize mean? That means, so if you look on YouTube, if you want to become monetized, that means you can make money. You can add a tip jar. You can start running ads, which I'll start running ads. And I know you guys will hate it. I hate ads. I hate them more than anything. But it does give me, it gives people some money. Meaning like, you know, a few bucks here and there. It's not much, but any monetization on my end will help me stop working and start drawing more and giving more back to my community. But even if I don't get monetized, I'm still going to do it. It's like a really nice thing, you know? So, monetization takes 3,000 hours of watch time by other people, right? Or like 1 million views or 3 million views on shorts. It's crazy. Like, who's watching shorts? 3 million views. Like, you'd have to be one heck of a content creator to get that. I don't know how that works. Oops. Let's go darker. But it's cool because I have some partnerships I'm going to be doing with Lost in Retro. It's a guy here in LA who goes around and does really, he goes to like these thrift, or not thrift, maybe like swap meets, garage sale kind of things where he finds like retro stuff, and I'm going to go see if I can find some cool comics. That'd be cool. Daniel S says, okay, I'll draw as well. Let's make some fire art, brother. For sure. As long as you are making money, it's an understandable hustle. No shame. Thanks for the explanation. You're welcome, Daniel. I appreciate it, and you're right. You gotta sell your art, gotta make money, gotta take care of your life. When they turn Hulk into Professor Hulk at Marvel, I was going to poop. That's funny. That's funny. I think, yeah, I don't know where they're going with a lot of the Hulk stuff. I don't know where they're going with a lot of anything, actually, with the Marvel series stuff. But Deadpool's always been a very fun character because he's the most raunchy of them all. You know, he's like, to me, he's you know, I like dark. Dark is great in my book. In my book, it is great. Yeah, Daniel Solario. If you wanna join our Discord, the link should be down below. But definitely join us if you're not already in there, and I don't know because I haven't actually checked in a few days. I need to get back on track. I'm just so out of the game. Anyways, we have a really cool new monthly challenge with like the comic book challenge. Well, this is the comic book challenge, right? If you guys don't know, this is it, and this was due 2 months ago. Last month was the final submission, which I'm going to just backtrack that and say you can submit it at any time at this point until I finish mine because so far behind, guys. Look at that. I still have 2 more uncolored pages. So I'm hoping to get some of this done today. And then I have the commission of the Rook Exodus and the other thing due soon. But this is the month I'm going to get it all done. July is my kind of month. I enjoy July. It'll be productive. Not going to let anything hold me back like I usually do. Oh, Daniel. I'm sorry, man. DS19 or something, right? I'm sorry. Are you DS19 or are you? I'm an idiot, ain't I? Darn my soul. Or are you? Oh, Dennis. No, that's Daniel, not Dennis. Psh, way off. You're DS. I get you. I gotcha. My bad, my friend. I have to make the connection. Oh yeah, and great job with the Michaels purchases. Great stuff. I'm excited to see what you create with all that stuff. That's gonna be rad. Huh? Add, right? Yeesh. I'm a fan of everything, the setup and the way you manage topics. How long did it take you to set up? Don't worry about answering. Daniel, can I ask what you mean by setup? Do you mean the setup of my my studio setup, or do you mean like my desk and stuff, or do you mean like the Discord setup, like all the categories and stuff? Because if you're talking about my Discord, I hate it. I don't even know what to do half the time. I'm just putting stuff together. That's why you were able to comment on the update section when you're not supposed to. And I was like, what? Isn't that supposed to be blocked? So I had to go and block you and everybody else from it because I was like, I thought it blocked people. Because I'm trying to make that just for updates so people don't have to feel, they don't get it mixed up, you know what I mean? Not that I don't want y'all to chat with me. Or do you mean my actual office setup, which that setup doesn't take long. It's a pain in the butt because the lights situation is really bad. And then the angle of which you see it. So I'm going to actually change it this week or tomorrow when I'm drawing the Rook cover. Oh, the way the categories are up. Yeah, I don't. I actually the categories and stuff are just. It didn't take long because I was just. I mean, half of those categories have nothing in them yet because I was just goofing around. I don't really know how to use Discord. Tell you the truth, I don't. I don't know how to use it. So if you guys want to help me in that area, that'd be great. What did Krusty say? Krusty K-Man says the proof is Love and Thunder. The whole movie is memes and demasculinization of the Viking god, just tarot. Krusty, Krusty. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Love and Thunder was the worst idea they've ever had. I don't know how they can get it so wrong, especially after making a. What was the one before that that was hilarious? Ragnarok, right? Like Ragnarok was great. I thought. I thought it was like a perfect twist of like humor, of like the Hulk being introduced but not being the Hulk really, but then like all kinds of different themes were played out in it. And then they came out with Love and Thunder, and it was just ugh. Oh yeah, so Daniel S says, "Do you have a religious background?" I do. I do have a religious background. That's why I started this thing because I wanted to draw a lot of religion stuff and mythology, from Zeus to Horus to Muhammad, to like all the gods, Jesus Christ. The reason why I choose biblical stuff is because I see a great need. I was raised in the church, in a very cult-like church kind of mentality. I wouldn't say they're cult. They're Pentecostals, but might as well be a cult. And one of my biggest issues was when I was a little boy, they made me throw away all my comic books and stuff, and it was because they lack imagination. They thought the devil was in comic books and Pokemon and everything else, right? So what I wanted to do was create a comic book. I mean, not a comic book, but recreate the Bible with illustrations that I always envisioned for the Bible, like really dark crap. You know what I mean? Stuff that is like super intense. Because that's the way I see the Bible. I see the Bible as this very violent, aggressive, bloody, gory book. And I want kids and adults alike to not be afraid to draw and create art from their imagination of what they envision from their religion. And I hope that spreads over to Islam and Buddhism and everything out there, because I think there's so much safeguard on like, oh, religion, you can't draw Muhammad, you can't draw Jesus, all these stupid things that are like, oh, you shouldn't draw their face. But it's like, who says? Like, did they actually say that? And does it even matter if we respect that? Like, like our job as humans is to document the, life and the creation of it and the creativity of it. So I'm a little bit of a rebel. I don't want to disrespect people and their religion and faith. I just want to expand the opportunity to help young people express their imagination if they're stuck in a religion like I was, So that's why I stuck with the Bible. Ehud is my first one. It's a story of an assassin that's actually in the Bible, and he's a left-handed assassin. And there's this theme of like, there's this gay theme into it, and there's all this betrayal, loss, and all kinds of cool themes that I can draw that I've always wanted to draw. So I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be fun, hopefully encouraging. Hold on, I missed some. What did you say? Bro, Daniel says, that's what I'm doing. Exactly what you are saying that. Oh, it's my ideas, bro. You're my favorite content creator. Hey, thank you, Daniel. Yes, I appreciate that. Well, hey, go for it. Do it. I'm excited that there's more people who want to do that, because I never meet anybody who wants to like really push the boundaries in that form. And I think there needs to be more of us out there. That's why Inkology exists. for artists to like push the boundaries and stuff like that. That's where I'm hoping to get it to, at least. So if you're doing that, that's great. I want to see more. I want to see more. Sorry, I had a good little nap, so I'm kind of like all over the place. Plus, I had a glass of wine, which is always nice. Plastic pen. This is a really good set right here. I really like plastic pen. Daniel S. says, question, I'll send you over a copy when it's done. Nice. Please do. After I finish Rook and the Spider-Man Batman piece that I'm doing, I'm actually going to start working on Ehud, the actual drawing of it, and I'll reveal the storyline and all that stuff to you guys on Discord, so you get an insight of like how the writing process went and how I've developed him to be a character that is almost blasphemous. No, he's fully blasphemous by most religious standards, but I love it. What do you think about John? John H, you mean? I'm just kidding. John Baptist, I imagine, yeah. How he was basically doing psychedelics to baptize people. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me get to that in a second. John H says, look up this 19-year-old shorts. He has, they are called mistakes. When I learned some stuff like when you sit and how the gravity of the breast and the body of laying on the ground. Oh, interesting. Excal's art tips. That's an interesting thought. Actually, I saw a video recently that was talking about how the fat and the muscles, like when you lay down or when you bend over, how they flop. It gives a higher. Da Vinci did a lot of that when he drew his like sketches. You'll see like the fat roll over, and that's something we don't study enough of. I think we try, because especially for comic book artists like myself, we want to be tight chest, tight abs, muscular, and they never show fat flabber. So that's where my comic will have, or my drawing of Ehud will differ. Even though it's a comic book, it's going to have a lot of like influence from Michelangelo and Da Vinci in it, because of their curving, figures, which kind of is like, it's a mix between Brigman's style and a Da Vinci style, I think. But I'm excited to work on it because I've worked on it before, and I kind of not done it in a while, the drawing style, because I've been doing comic book stuff. So I'm excited to show you guys with Ehud. Anywho, Daniel Soloro says the Baptist, yeah. So John the Baptist, right? So I think if people don't know, John the Baptist was the precursor to Jesus Christ. He was actually a predestined character that had a mother that actually. Not a virgin birth, but an angel came to her and told her that, she was going to give birth and all this stuff. Was it a virgin birth? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember. But people forget that John the Baptist was highly prophesied about, kind of thing, and he's a huge character. Without him, you wouldn't have Jesus Christ, practically. But he was eating locust and honey, which if you eat just that alone and wear loincloths in the freaking desert, you're going to be tripping out hard. Now, are they true psychedelics? I've never eaten locust the way he probably ate them, So maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. Honey isn't a psychedelic at all, but could it be? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I really have no idea, honestly, if those two mix and they just create this thing. I've heard the theory, and I guess I'd have to test that one out. You know what I mean? Hey John, there's a whole book on the Bible written about you. Nice to meet Webb. Yeah, he was a miracle to like a 70-year-old. Yeah, that's a pretty miraculous. They laughed at the angels for them suggesting that she'll be pregnant. That's right, they did laugh. Elizabeth was her name, I believe, the cousin of Mary. Quite fascinating, but the Christian community forget about that stuff. Which is quite fascinating that they would, because I figured that would be a hell of an issue. But one of my favorite, the reason why I'm going to start with Ehud is because I want to do the Judges first, and then I want to move to Enoch, the book of Enoch with the Watchers, and really build in. My whole goal is to recreate the Bible through a comic graphic novel series, but have it intertwined with the angels and demons stories, because a lot of people neglect Lucifer and the angels and the cherubim and angels all together, Michael and all, and the war that they had in order to influence the human race, right? So I want to combine it so that when I'm old, dead, and gone, it'll be continued. I don't imagine finishing this before I die, but I hope that other people who are joining Tology will finish it within the next couple, decades or so afterwards. If it gets big enough, I can have multiple artists working on this so we can finish it. I don't want to be the only artist on this. I think that's selfish of me. I want to have artists that are well equipped to do it and understand the Bible and the history and the archaeology to accomplish it, because it's important. Religion is one of the most destructive things in many ways, and it's also one of the best helping things in many ways. So there's a weird balance, but part of it is because people take it too literally and go nutso with it, and then next thing you know, you have cults. You know what I mean? And I don't want cults to survive. I'm highly against cults. So yeah, that's my goal. That's my dream. I've had it since I was younger. I've been told that I shouldn't do it because that's what churches say. Don't do it. But screw them. I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. So we got this guy. I forget what his outfit looks like. Hold on. He's wearing orange and red, I think. Double-edged sword, that's right. Hey, John H. I'm glad that you're going to try the scribble thing. I hope you really enjoy it. It is my greatest weapon in art. Because I don't really show you guys that I scribble it out before I do. Tell you the truth, sometimes I scribble it out before I go on some of these major drawings on live. And then, that's why you're like, oh wow, how did he just straight up know all that? And I'm like, well, kind of did one sketch beforehand, like a scribble, and I kind of understood what I wanted to start from, and then I moved over. I don't do it that often. I try to do it live as much as possible, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do. So there you go. You know the secret. It's out there. It's out there. Because the best thing about scribbling, all right, you got me pissed off now. All right, guys. So for the scribbling thing, just so if you don't know, is like this. If I was going to draw the demon character, I would allow my brain to kind of fart out, and then this is what I would be drawing, right? I'm not trying to be accurate. I'm not trying to do anything serious. I'm just trying to draw, right? From my mind. I'm not trying to control my perspective, not trying to make it perfect. I'm just drawing straight out. Right? And then from here, what I would do is do the cleanup, right? What the heck is that? Yeah. You see what I'm talking about, right? I don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you what I meant. That's scribble technique. Sense of shape and fill, yeah. Yeah, that's technically actually why I do it. Because it helps... actually helps my brain relax after I get the fun part done, and then I can really feel like, oh, I've got a character I can manipulate. Daniel asks, amazing goal. My ideas are exactly that, incorporating the other intentions of the Bible to make it a dope series. The young grasshoppers know. That's rad, Daniel asks. That's rad. I mean, you got the same vibes. Got the same vibes. See? Great minds draw alike. Looking for a sense of shape. Daniel asks, I have a crazy hypothetical question. If I wanted to donate a couple $100 so I win can get the cash, would that be what? I have a crazy hypothetical question. If I wanted to donate a couple $100 so the winner can get the cash, would that be possible? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But what's the contest is the question. Like, is it a contest, or is it you just want to donate for someone to give it? Are you talking about me give it to somebody? I will definitely do that. But so it sounds like you want to do a contest then. Like you say, like, I'm going to donate $100 or $200, whatever money dollars, but then whoever wins the contest, I give it to them. Is that what you're saying? Let me get that right. Because if that's true, I can definitely do that. That'd be sick. I would love to see that thrown down. Like, that'd be wild. Krusty, hey John, a good way to practice the method is in the 3/4 of pencil. Start with red, then blue, then black. Ooh, Krusty, good idea. John H. Todd said that when he did Venom, he does not make the teeth the same. Oh, interesting. Daniel S. says your drawing challenges. Yes, you give the winner. Yeah, Daniel S. If you want to do that, we can figure out a way to get the money into a pot of some sort, and then whoever wins or whoever the winner is, they'll get all that cash. Or you could even do it to where there's a first, second, and third where it gets divided. Let's say you put up $100, $75 goes to the first place, $20 goes to second place, and $5 goes to third, or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, that's terrible math. That was a terrible percentage, but you know what I mean. That'd be cool. I would love to do that too, but I don't make money to throw down like that. That's faux show. Faux show. Lost in Retro, just chatting about you a few minutes earlier, eh? Welcome. There aren't winners. Oh, for the comic book challenge, yeah, there aren't winners of the comic book challenge. We do the comic book challenge as a collaborative together as artists to be like, let's do something to create and see how we can be creative. It is a no-win situation, but I can create a win situation, like a channel for just like contest art. But so there's that thing, right? Like, I don't want to discourage anybody. I want people to feel like, because the different levels of contest stuff can be discouraging. I grew up in a contest world where my school would make me contest my art, right? And I would always get third place. It was very depressing. It made me mad. It made me so mad. And it's part of my like trauma, you know, in a sense, because like I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I could never be good enough, because some pieces were trash and they beat me. But you know, like I don't want to discourage you. If you want to do that, if you really want to do that, then maybe I can do a poll and ask people online, be like, hey, do you guys want to do a contest? There's prize money involved. And if there's a majority, then we can do it. But I want to make sure that everyone knows that they're talented, they're great artists. It just takes time to be where they think that they're confident in it, you know. So, but I mean, you know, maybe some artists want to do that. Look at Lost in Retro. You're such a beast. Telling people to like and subscribe to my stuff. Like and subscribe to his stuff. His stuff is great. It's fun to watch somebody go shopping around for retro stuff and be like, this is what I've been looking for. So much fun. So much fun. It's weird. I have like, you know how there's like it's called mukbang, where people watch people eat. It's kind of like that. It's kind of, but for like retro gaming, you like watching him go shop around these swap meets and these cool like convention things to find cool retro stuff. Who knew that was a thing? But he does a good job. Great guy too. Makes great music. If you haven't listened to his music is rad. But yeah, definitely support him. Sorry, I'm kind of just doodling right now. I'm trying to get some work done. I'm not like drawing, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. This channel, Krusty says more of a person challenge. Yeah, probably more of a person challenge. Says, Daniel says, me either. I thought it would be interesting to stakes is a bit plus. Yeah. How about third place gets the most cash? Second. That would be hard to judge then. I don't think I could do that. Have it backwards. But we can definitely put something together. How about we after this month we'll ponder on a way of how to do that. Let this month like roll out, that way we can get some of this just some people back into the art of drawing and enjoying drawing, and then we'll go into a competition mode, because I don't mind having competitions, because that means communities pushing themselves to do something, right? Like, I get it. I just have too much set up this month to actually like focus on that. So, but I like the idea. I like where you're going with it. It's cool. I think people will be down for it, especially if there's money involved. That will definitely bring in more people to want to do it. But I don't want it to be the focus, because my channel is based on like encouraging people to draw because they love drawing. Money shouldn't be a goal. I mean, even though I have a YouTube and I'm trying to make money off of it, it's not like, I still have a day job that I really enjoy. So yeah, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. Hey, that turned out pretty good coloring. Huh, nice. Oh, thank you, Daniel S., for subscribing to my boy Lost in Retro. His logo was designed by yours truly. Oh yeah, Daniel S., don't worry. The rules, I don't push the rules so heavily. So like, yeah, obviously I don't. You would be confused, because I'm sure anybody would be confused. I don't say enough. I'm not proactive like that. Like, I try to be, and you guys all know that I try to respond to everything and be encouraging, but it's hard, dude. It's not easy. It's freaking like, it's taxing, because Discord is not the only social media I have to maintain. If anyone's a social content creator, they know. It's like, you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on TikTok, and all these different things, which I'm not on TikTok. I think I'm going to shut down my TikTok because it's just too much. It's painful to continue. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. So when I get to Discord, I'm like, I forget what topics are being talked about, like what I have to do. So I apologize. That's for sure. I do apologize. But I'll get better. I will get better, my friends. Lost in Retro knows it's tough. The logo is loved by many. Thanks, Lost. Yeah, Daniel S., if you had a channel you definitely should try. And you could definitely suggest these things. It's great. Hey, I appreciate the money is motivation. Money is motivation. I fully agree. You know what we should do then? On my YouTube channel, we should do a money contest instead of the Discord. Because the Discord probably should say a little bit more pure in that fashion. You know what I mean? So let's do it on... let's do it on YouTube. I can throw it out like, hey guys, we're doing a contest. You submit your drawings on our on my channel. Send it to this email, and then we will do a voting situation. You know what I mean? We could do something like that. That way, because people would expect that on YouTube instead of Discord, where I'm trying to be a little bit more communal and less stressful. Because I have, there's some artists that are like, man, I feel terrible. I'm not that great, and I don't want to be compared to other people who are just progressing at higher speeds. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I remember being a kid, and like, some of my friends would draw so much faster and better than me, and it was hella depressing. Like, madly depressing. So I don't want to do that. I'm very weary of it. How about that? Like, I'm very like shy about it, but like not, I want to be protecting my new artist. A lot of new artists out there who want to draw, different ages. They don't want to be scared and be like, oh crap, I have to take this contest. But your idea is great, anyways. Well, John H., my TikTok has literally nobody on there. That's the problem. I'll post videos, I'll get 0 views, so I really don't see the point in it. I know people say that it's really good, but I'm having a hard time seeing the value in it, at least. But I can try that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing the wrong content. Maybe I'm not dancing enough. Maybe I gotta dance and like... Maybe you know what, guys? We're going to do an OnlyFans for Inkology. I'm going to dress up as She-Hulk. You'll never know. Okay. Well, thank you, Danielus. I appreciate you brainstorming. It's good. That's what we need. We need some brainstorms. Don't be sorry for misunderstanding. You're all good, dude. Don't you worry. What are these? Johnny says, yeah, I watched K-Sim, and the days TikTok is just childlike. Yeah, it is childlike, not mature. Corporate AI. AI can go screw itself. The only thing I use AI for is helping me fix my writing stuff. Other than that, I don't want it to be a part of my life. I mean, I don't care too much about it, but then it's helpful in many different ways. In the art world, I think my art needs to stay on its own, right? I mean, I think all artists should not use AI unless it's just like, it's a tool. It's a tool. That's what they should keep it, as a tool, not as an art form. If they're using it to give them forms or poses, that's one thing. If they're using it to actually create pieces and sell, that's not the thing you should be using AI for. John H., now get your attention? I'm sure it would get your attention if I dressed up like She-Hulk. You naughty, naughty man, you. I mean, I think I'd be interested too. I'd be kind of curious. I won't lie. It's interesting to think about. See how much work goes into coloring this? Of course I'm talking, so that's not helping, but it's a lot of work to color these things. You have to go back and forth and try to fix these little minor issues. Yeah, side ideas. So tomorrow I'm going to be on live stream too. John H says, I was watching a channel, I don't remember the name, but they said, oh, it was about comics, and they said that they hate AI comics and they won't buy any. Oh, maybe was it Comic Pals? I watched this group called Comic Pals. They're like these 4 guys who do these comic reviews and stuff. Really cool guys. Really intense because they definitely know their comics way better than I could ever imagine. So I feel like an idiot there, but you know, they're up and coming YouTube channel. They're doing great and they're very responsive. Check them out too. And if you haven't subscribed to Learn Comics with Pancakes, she is part of the Discord as well, but her channel is growing fast. But for very good reason, because she is an amazing teacher of content that I think is very necessary to understand. It's kind of like the hidden stuff. Like if I could teach that kind of stuff, I would, but honestly, I don't have the interest to do it. She's pretty rad because she does do it. Check her out. She will help you a lot. Wait, what did Krusty say? I'm digging the spawn color field to this, Josh. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm going for, the spawn vibe, but it's hard because I actually don't have a spawn comic. I did go to a toy store in Vancouver yesterday, and they had a few comics. And then what's funny is that they had Geiger, and Geiger's a new comic book from what I know. It's with the Rook and Stuff series, same Ghost World. And I asked the guy at the counter, I was like, hey man, I found 4 or 5 in the discount section, because it was in the clearance section, which I don't know why it's in the clearance section. Then I was like, where's number 3? And he goes, oh, I don't know. And then I asked another guy, he's like, I don't know either. I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, what do y'all do? And they're like, oh, we don't do comic books here, even though it's like a cool store. Really rad. But yeah, he didn't, they don't do comics, but I found Geiger issue 4 and 5. That's rad for for $2 a piece, which that was Canadian dollar. So in US dollar, it's like $1.50 a piece, which is rad. Daniel S says, wear legit costumes and themes. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to go dark. Trying to get this sketchy vibe going on. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough, yo. Look how that yellow really makes it pop. That's crazy. Wildness. Wildness. What's the story of this image? What's the name again? Pancakes? Oh, Learn Comics with Pancakes. I think that's it. Could be wrong if that's her name, but if that's you could just YouTube that right there. I think I want to do. Let's see something. So when I don't know a color, oops, that's not it. Go to here and I'll do hue and see if it changes into a color that would work better. But it actually doesn't, so who knew? Whatever, that's fine. Small differences. That'll make it work. Yeah, thank you. I like the touch on the reflected skin as well. Daniel Solario, yeah. Good job for finding her too. Oh no, that's John H. John H, glad you found her. Let her know that I sent you her way. Actually, she was she said she was one of my earliest supporters, actually. So I was actually impressed because I was actually watching her going, oh, this person's a rad content creator. Who knew we both were following each other? Small world, weird ways, huh? She's very good, though. She's extremely talented. She's a great artist. Kind of jealous because how, like, she's very good at drawing. She just saw her draw the crow, this crow image and some other drawings, and I was like, dang. Dang. She does it with ease. With ease, I tell ya. She could definitely work for Marvel, I think. I think she could. I believe it. I believe it. All right, Daniel. See you in a sec. Moma Bear. What's a Moma Bear? Krusty, talk to you later, Josh. See you after a while, Krusty. Have a good one, man. I'm almost done anyways. After I finish this top panel, I am out of here. It's been like an hour, I think. Yeah, it's been an hour and 20. Just me and you, John H. Just me and you, buddy. Taking on the world. Anyways, I'm glad that you guys are drawing and y'all doing stuff and chatting. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I hate saying it, but I gotta say it. So, also, if you want to join some artists, join the Discord. Link is down below. It'd be good. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Megatron, welcome, sir. It could be just us two. I don't even know. I haven't even checked how many people are watching right now. I mean, Megatron just joined. Solo Real. Solo Real. Solo Real. Daniel said, my name is pronounced Solo Real. Solo Real.